going to be the first time I have to caution you. We have to listen to the questions as asked. And if this happens again and again, I'm going to have no choice but to strike your testimony. Strike your testimony. Strike your testimony. Strike your testimony.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Dima, come on, music! So I had to show my beautiful face and my receding hairline because I got tired of using the Roadcaster. But this situation going on with Fani Willis had me ready to come on here looking dusty as hell and explaining what's going on. Fani Willis is a district attorney in Fulton County, and we should give her a round of applause. That's hard to do. Some of y'all barely graduated high school, let alone went to college or law school. Stupid. So nobody is discounting the fact that she had to work very hard to get to where she is. And also, she's from California, not Georgia, and she lived in DC. So going to another state and becoming a prosecuting attorney for that state is something remarkable. However, I gotta be honest. Stop the show. What is going on with how rude as hell Fani Willis is being? And I'm not trying to be racist to these white people, right? We're just going to be real. And I'm noticing that this is a trend happening with some of our sisters who are strong black women in politics. Now, we know that this is not every woman in the black community that acts like this, nor is it every black man. But I do want to prove today that I feel that black men in certain circumstances will not react in the same way that we see Fani Willis and others reacting. For an example, rewind! LaToya Cantrell is probably one of the most hated mayors in the United States. Just ask anybody from the city of New Orleans. When she spent $29,000 of the city's money, on, travel stuff and even with her police officer boyfriend while she was married, she got caught up. And she just didn't want to say I was sorry at first. She gave this smart ass reply.
All expenses incurred doing business on behalf of the city of New Orleans will not be reimbursed to the city of New Orleans. One thing is clear, I do my job, and I will continue to do it with distinction, with dignity and integrity every step of the way. And so that's what I'll have to say on that.
She like, look, I'm not giving you jiggers y'all money back. What you gonna do? All right. Now, Monique Owens, who was the mayor of East Point, Michigan. This is right outside of Detroit. Even in her own town hall meetings, this lady is rude as fuck. To women, this is not just to men. She's rude to women, black women. Just play the clip and let you hear what she got to say.
There's some things that need to be said, and they need to be said in person. I'm here in support of Councilman Curley.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop you right there, or we're gonna stop the council meeting because I'm not gonna let you speak on something that has to do with police.
But the police and what I was going to say.
And of course, my boo, Tiffany Henry, who used to be working at a Good Burger hamburger joint. I'm really serious. She was at Good Burger. It failed. She became the mayor. She used the police detail to pick up her daughter from school. And she's spending a lot of money because she's broke and never had no money before. Don't worry, she'll be broke again after she doesn't get reelected. But remember, she told the people that she was the leader, and it sounded like this.
Y'all forget I am the leader. They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet. The mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work.
All right, so Fani Willis has a similar attitude to these ladies that we see. All of them African American, all of them in black dominated cities, all of them Democrat. So how has Fani Willis been responding to people on the trial? I think we could play like some clips here and then we'll find out.
Let me help you out. I lived there in 2020. He never came to my house in 2020, let alone live with me, as you put falsely in these documents. In the first 3 months of 2021, when I could still enjoy my home, Mr. Wade never came to South Fulton, and it is certainly a lie that he lived with me. I object to you getting records. You've been intrusive into people's personal lives. You're confused. You think I'm on trial. These people are on trial for trying to steal an election in 2020. I'm not on trial, no matter how hard you try to put me on trial.
That's right. It's so bad that even Democrats like MSNBC, they can't believe it. Even white liberals can't believe it. They're like, God damn, she is rude as hell. Like, Jesus Christ. We had no idea. We was putting her ass up there. She's embarrassing us. Like, yeah, that's what she's doing, y'all. She's really embarrassing y'all. But don't even worry about it, right? It got so bad that the judge had to check her. But I want to make another case. Black men, when we are in a position like that, we know we can't be smart talking folks. And I'm not saying all women do this, but I have been seeing that women have been clapping back like they don't understand what consequences are. We know that when we in court, we not going to be talking like Fani Willis. So we know how she was talking, right? I want you to see Nathan Wade. Now, he's in a shitload of trouble himself. He didn't bill Fulton County for $150,000. His career, he know it's over. The last thing he wants to do is to piss somebody off. I want you to hear how he responds to tough questions and the mannerisms that he got.
If you'd had any affairs, essentially, and you said none.
That's correct.
Okay. So in May, you said you had not, in May 2023, in the divorce case, you said you had not had a personal relationship, an affair, a romantic relationship with anyone.
That's correct.
But you told this court in the affidavit that you did have one that started in 2022. So that would have been ongoing at 2023.
So here I think there's a distinction, if you'd allow me to explain. The interrogatory asks the question during the course of your marriage.
Or to date. It actually says,
I'm going to request that the witness be permitted to answer.
Mr. Wade.
So my marriage was irretrievably broken in 2015, ma'am, by agreement. My wife and I agreed that once she had the affair in 2015 that we'd get a divorce.
All right, so you see he ain't clapping back at all. What about Fani Willis's father? He was an attorney, and he's the one that raised her into that feisty lady she is today. Let's see how he talked to them people.
My name is John Clifford Floyd III.
Say, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Can you tell the court, are you currently retired?
Yes, I am.
And prior to being retired, can you tell the court a little bit about, did you work in the legal career? Were you a lawyer?
I was an attorney. I practiced law. I've probably tried 1,000 cases. About 50% of my practice was criminal law. 25% of it was family law. And the rest was whatever walked through the front door could pay for it.
We got two black men, two black lawyers, who they're responding and they're thinking about what they're saying. They don't have no attitudes. They're not pushing back. They're not being rude and disrespectful. Even though one of the guys, Nathan Wade, is in serious trouble and he could probably be disbarred. But again, he knows that any sort of vitriol towards these, people that's prosecuting right now or that's asking these questions, it could bring a lot of damage. Fani Willis is the only person out here that don't know that. So it got so bad that the judge had to come out and say this.
Visit you at a place that you resided.
Okay. I don't understand you like any guy. In 2020, I lived in South Fulton.
Okay.
That's the only place I lived in South Fulton. That's before I had to abandon my home, Judge.
All right.
And at my home in
We're
South
gonna clarify
Fulton,
this. We'll break it down.
he never came there, okay? So if you don't come someplace, you can't live there.
Ms. Willis, I'm going to have to caution you. This is going to be my first time I have to caution you. We have to listen to the questions as asked. And if this happens again and again, I'm going to have no choice but to strike your testimony. So, we need to break this down. Ms. Merchant's question, I believe, was asking whether you lived anywhere other than South Fulton.
Her city girl attitude, even the judge was tired of putting up with it. He's like, listen, if you keep doing that, here's what we're going to have to do. I'm going to basically disbar and disqualify your entire testimony. Which I believe got her into acting right. Want to know why he had to do it? Because her daddy never did it. That's why Fani Willis ended up marrying a dude that was a videographer. No shame on that, but she was a lawyer. And the dude she married was a guy that was a part-time videographer at the time, because no guy that had anything to lose would deal with that. And again, Fani Willis got an attitude that she don't need no man, and let me see if I can find that clip.
Mr. Wade is used to women that, as he told me one time, the only thing a woman can do for him is make him a sandwich. We would have brutal arguments about the fact that I am your equal. I don't need anything from a man. A man is not a plan. A man is a companion. I don't need anybody to foot my bills. The only man who's ever foot my bills completely is my daddy. If you're a woman and you go on a date with a man, you better have $200 in your pocket. So if that man acts up, you can go where you want to go. I don't go on many dates, but when you go on a date, you should have cash in your pocket. Men in relationships at the end of physical intimacy, women in relationships when that tough conversation takes place. Nobody gives me anything. I am sure that the source of the money is always the work, sweat, and tears of me.
Right. That kind of attitude is not just sticking with black people. It's okay. No, it's not okay. Let me just say this. Disrespect toward each other is not okay. It is more acceptable if you keep it in the community. And then when you go out to other people, then you need to change, or what we call code switching. There are certain things I'm willing to say amongst African Americans, behind closed doors. And when I get in front of other people, not mean I'm selling out, but I would just present a different way in front of them. That's not what Fani Willis is doing. Fani Willis is doing whatever she wants to do. And the situation is that now they're getting tired of it, and the judge is getting tired of it. And what we're seeing is those problems that are permeating in black society go out wherever you go. I'm seeing a lot of people in the black community, they always talk about how they're tired of dating black men or black women. They want to go out there interracially date. Well, what happens? The same attitude that you have towards us in the black community, it goes everywhere you go. You can try to mask it and hide it, but the disrespect you have for your own community, it shows when you let them deal with you for a while. And maybe some of these Democrats that are Caucasian didn't expect that this disrespect, she knew where she would keep it at. No, she didn't know where she could keep it at, because you've been letting her do it all along. And she's been successful at it. Why should she stop now? But Fani Willis is about to destroy her career. She don't know. She'll figure it out. And if she thinks that they're going to put up with that bullshit, she got another thing coming. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with the episode of Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you all that you do. If you want to donate to get me a new hairline, please go to www.strugglehairline.org and help me out. Peace.